Previously on the Pact Boon. The party made it to Thunderhold, city of arcane prowess and education. This Boston-esque city welcomed them with open arms and some French-like folk. The party ran into an old familiar face, a one Gino Calamenti, and an even older, semi-familiar face, known only to Lethargy, introducing himself as Thallo. After a little tickle fight under a bench, he welcomed the party into his illustrious home of white marble on the inside, the outside ramshackle and disheveled wizard's tower. Sitting on a pedestal, a dagger with a blade made out of purple stone. I'm your Dungeon Master, Jake, and with me I have
Tanner Wayland,
Caden Otley,
Justin Lewis.
This is the Pact Boon, baby. Shout out to Monument Studios for the ambiance. Shout out to Roll and Play Press for the printed goods. Shout out to Painting Phantasms for some of these nasty minis y'all gonna see. Also, shout out to our new sponsor, Eligo. Yeah. Support the show. Buy a printer. They're sick as freak. Okay. The link is in the video description. Let's pick up where we left off, boys. The mansion is a mansion. The floors, white marble. There are columns, these Grecian-like pillars built inside the home. There is a purple rug, because of course it's purple, he's a wizard, that extends for about 300 feet deep into what you would imagine would be a kitchen. This entry living room has some large sofas. There's a bookshelf and a lit fireplace. The fire itself is also purple, but it casts a nice warm glow. There is no heat. The temperature in here is 72, the perfect inside temperature.
Controversial.
It immediately drops to 68 when it's time for bed, so you sleep well. But in this living room, conspicuously, is this dagger. What would you guys like to do?
Is it encased?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you said that. It's just...
Beauty and the Beast style, got a nice little glass.
Oh, it's vertical.
Yeah.
And Thallo's gone.
No, Thallo is just kind of mulling about.
Oh. Thallo, I can't help but notice this beautiful dagger. Where did you get it?
Oh, no!
Oh, no what?
He snaps his fingers and it...
Okay, look, I already saw it, so there's no point in trying to hide it from me.
No, it's not there.
Oh, you old goose, come on.
I hate when you call me a goose.
I knew that, I'm sorry. It's old habits.
It's a racial slur.
The habits? Is that, or the goose?
How dare you say it?
It? What did I say?
I'll stand it because I like Lethargy, but you, Rock Boy, I don't know from Adam.
Well, I suppose...
And I don't know an Adam.
I was going to ask who is this Adam, and should I know him?
No.
Good. So yeah. Anyways, you were going to tell us about the dagger. I started.
No, I don't know anything about any dagger.
Did this guy, tell us his name last time?
Yeah, Thallo.
Okay, so we know his name.
Lethargy, I think, is who told you. This is my buddy, Thallo.
Okay, and he did not ask our names?
No.
Gotcha, okay.
Oh, so just to introduce ourselves.
Oh, yeah, sorry. This is Wolfgang, and this is Rock Boy.
Yes.
And
Pleasure to meet you, Wolfgang.
Thank you. It's
Rock Boy.
Rock Boy is his name.
Is that a family name?
Actually, it's more of a racial slur, but you can call me Joland Gray. Very nice to meet you.
We're just getting him back.
Yes, for all the racial slurs.
Okay. You said Jolland?
Yes, sir.
Great. Jolland Rock Boy.
Very well. Thank you for inviting us into this wonderful abode.
Thank you. I built it myself.
You recall that the last time you were at Thalos' place, it was not this nice.
Yes, Thalo, I have to say, your decorating is quite enchanting. The purple and all that.
Well, you know I don't enchant.
I meant enchanting in the sense of wonderful, eye-catching.
Wonderful. Maybe picturesque. Another word.
Okay.
Luxurious, actually.
That feels like a stretch, but fine.
I actually prefer that term.
Okay.
Yes, and I wanted to ask, with a place as magnificent as this, you must do very well for yourself, actually.
Yes, I've recently come into a bit of money.
Oh, congratulations. How?
Is that how you... I guess that is a fair question.
Well, you see, the way that money works is when it comes in, you then have the ability to spend it. So my income has increased. Therefore, without any impact to my financial state, my expenses can follow suit.
Very impressive.
Oh, you want to be careful because if once you get a raise or something, and if you spend more, then you don't get to save and plan for the future, You have to be careful.
Yes, it's called lifestyle creep.
Yes, thank you. And I couldn't help but notice, probably the best way, to get through that is to confide with friends, maybe about daggers, and, and just open up, be free and honest.
I gotta be honest. Wolfgang, you seem to be a one-track boy.
You know what? Sorry, Cool Wizard says what?
What?
Okay, nice. Cool Wizard tells us the backstory of the dagger.
He said cool wizard, by the way.
What?
No, not this time.
You almost had me.
Oh, I try. Anyways, this is a nice crib. So can we, less of this. Why are we here?
I was just about to ask that.
Well, Thalo, I'm hoping that we might be able to get some of your Viffle tea while we're here, and maybe we could send these two off to do other things.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay. That was a 19. I definitely have, I think it's like a 5, so probably 24.
Yep.
Listen, old boy. Perhaps this is better with a bit of privacy. Now, would you two children like to run some errands?
Well, I suppose.
I'll give you some money if you promise not to spend it all in one place.
Okay.
This is a good
Yeah.
deal. I would take it.
What is the errand?
Well, you see, I need something picked up from the smithy.
Oh, yeah. Great. Does he, in case we want, new weapons or to, work on our own, does he take commissions?
Well, yes, he's entirely commission-based.
Okay.
I'm sure he has, some prefab.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, we can do this.
Yes.
Johnny?
Yes, I would be grateful for actually this opportunity. But I would, if possible, as part of my payment, may I ask a question, if you can answer?
Oh, nice. He's going to ask the question about the dagger.
If it is not dagger-related.
Yes, very good.
Dang it.
Do you know, I have magical armor that I can put on magically. If I don this armor, do you know if that is illegal in this town, or do I need to get that permitted?
It would be advisable
to get it permitted?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Well, thank you. Yes, I would be grateful for this payment.
Yes, if you go to the Iron Horde, that is the smithy here, that you can register any weapons and things.
Don't
there.
Oh,
get
good.
it confused with the Iron Whore just down the road.
That's a bad place. You do not want to be caught there.
Great. Maybe that will be a story for another time, but I suppose we should do this errand for you.
I promise I will not do any affiliation with you if you stop by the Iron Whore.
Agreed. So we'll go now? Yes.
Yes, where's the money?
Is this like a half now, half later thing? Or
Ooh,
like
good idea.
totally...
I don't think the smithy is going to like that arrangement.
Oh, you know them?
I just assume that he doesn't take half payments up front or at the end. I don't know.
I've never commissioned anything from him before. Normally I just
So you do enchant things.
So you do enchant things.
no.
You
Spits on the
obviously
ground.
do not know your magic, Jolland, and that's okay. That's okay.
Yes.
There's time to learn.
Very good.
Okay. So
Fine. You twisted my arm.
money, please.
Money, please.
You have never done anything wrong in your life.
I love you, and I know this.
That's from Michelle.
He
if you
pulls
know.
out a sack of coins and just hands it to Wolfgang.
Of course.
Deal.
I don't trust you yet.
Understandable. We just met.
Indeed.
You know, I'm excited already. Let's go, Jolly. I have so much money now. We can go eat because I am hungry like a wolf.
Wait, for DM, for DM question, this money is everything just for what he ordered, or
You
is
have
this?
no idea.
Okay. Well, before we go, how much exactly should we pay the blacksmith?
What he asks.
Okay, and how much is in the bag?
Hopefully what he asked. You guys can keep the change.
Okay, so if we can negotiate a better deal, we can keep the
If
difference.
you lose me my commission, I will rain fire from on high.
Yes, understood.
Your family will not remember you existed.
Okay, well, we'll be going now. So, see you in a few.
Less it is. Have fun. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Goodbye. La la la. And we leave.
I don't think the family thing would have been a problem for him.
Oh dear. I take it. They're all dead.
I don't know. I think
What a tragic original story.
I was going to say I don't know if he ever bred, to say it that way. You know, being a rock.
Yes. Well, sourdough is not always a people pleaser.
Yes.
I think we've lost the the allegory.
I didn't know what
How
to
the
say.
hell have you been?
Friend, I've been better, but I can say that I've recently come into some fortune that seems to have matched your own.
Oh dear.
And I'm going to put down my backpack
Okay.
and take out my flowery oven mitt and my whatever other glove I find and pull out the
Put that away.
You see he kind of like moves his hands in the air and you hear shutters close. As the two of you leave the house, you see that this creaky old, I think we said that it like is hanging over the street and then built back up again. The shutters on the outside snap shut and you see some birds kind of flap away. And you are in the wizard street and we'll come to you in just a moment.
How do you have that?
Well, the goblin that I talked to referred me to another goblin, and that goblin seems to have died. But when I arrived to that town, Crestor,
What?
I went to Crestor. I was sent there, and the sheriff that resided there, these folks that I brought to your home, they seem to have killed him.
Shoot.
I helped a little bit.
Okay, that is good. Well, you see, do you have any idea what that is?
I thought that it resembled a face stone.
No. Why would you think that?
It seemed in my memories that is what it resembled. I don't know.
I suppose you're not entirely wrong. What do you know of the lethargy?
I know very little. I've heard stories of strange happenings, and obviously
Yes.
with this sheriff character, he was quite frightening and seems to have been corrupted by it, but beyond that, not much.
Blast. You didn't see any side effects, did you?
From me,
Him.
side effects meaning what?
Like, he was one way and then a different way.
I honestly don't remember if I did. Did I watch him transform?
You did not, but you could describe what you saw.
Sure. He seemed to have multiple arms and
Oh, so didn't
Not-
start that way.
no, I assume not, but I mean I don't know for sure, but he was choking himself with two of them. His chest was torn open and it seemed like something was trying to get out of the center of him.
And that told you, hey, let me hold on to this rock that did this.
I didn't necessarily know that the rock had done this. I just knew that this had immense power.
Okay. Well, let me tell you, the rock did it. Okay?
Oh,
The rock's bad.
the
The
rock.
rock's real bad.
What do I do with it? I don't want it.
Well, the problem is we haven't figured out how to destroy it yet.
Who's we?
Oh. Shoot.
Don't hold out on me. There's no reason. I'm here, and you love me, and I mean not in that way, but come on, you can tell me.
Give me a persuasion check.
9.
Plus?
No, it was 5 plus 4.
Listen, old boy. I'm in deep. I know things. Things I have been tasked to know, but I don't want to know them anymore.
That bad, eh?
It pays well.
Apparently, look at the state of your home.
Yes. Blood money, unfortunately.
Okay, but tell me one thing. So you say this rock is so bad, but then you have a dagger that has the exact same sheen?
Yes. Well, I'm hoping our friends can acquire what I need in order to limit it.
Couldn't you just transmute this thing away like you did with the dagger? I mean, cool trick.
Well, no. Perhaps I have more to share when your friends come.
And we'll cut to Jolly and Wolfgang. You are in the city of Thunderhold. The streets you are on right now, Street 6. It is the same street that you came down. You were instructed that it is on 3rd Street, which is conveniently the street just north of you. As you head down Street 6, you hear all sorts of familiars. There's squawking of birds and the purring of cats, the occasional woof, and even like a just like someone's got a familiar with milk, and you hear.
Can I see where that came from?
It's a very like think Diagon Alley
Lots
style. Just who could say?
I turned to tell him like, I'm scared. Is this normal for people to be screaming?
Give me an
That's this
insight check, both of you.
17.
Okay.
thing? Ooh, that's a hot 7.
Jolly, you pick up that like the people around aren't necessarily like reacting to it. It's more just like you hear it go off kind of a deal.
Wolfgang, I would give the advice that you sort of pay attention to the people around you and see how they react. It seems that that sort of activity here is common enough. Whether that be right or wrong, I do not know.
Well, I'm hopefully I never need help because if I scream, apparently nothing happens. Okay, so 3rd Street and then the blacksmith, and you know what? What if we do a little good cop, bad cop on him? To get a good deal.
I'm not exactly sure that works in like a bargaining position where you are in equal power levels. I think we need something on him to be able to do that.
But what if it was like, the good cop is like, oh, I love this thing. I need to buy it right now, any price. And then the bad cop is like, oh, this is garbage. And then like the good cop is like, oh, could you make this a little easier for him?
Oh,
that
I
type
see.
of thing.
I see.
Yeah.
So one of us is more of looking at it critically.
Yes.
Like, oh, I've seen better.
Exactly. And
Sure.
I think that, this is the killer 1-2 punch that saves us gold.
I think
Let's go.
The problem might be we don't know what we're getting.
That's true. Maybe we find out first. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
As you're going, you cross that main street. Jolly, you see the brass pipes on the ground, and as you step on the pipe, you can feel a little bit of thrumming as like something is moving through it. Give me an Arcana check real quick.
That's a 12.
Every now and then, like every couple of seconds, if I could venture to say that like this would intrigue you a little bit, there you feel something else, boom, kind of through the pipes in regular intervals.
Very curious.
The street is bustling again. People are well dressed. It's clean. You see, the last time you walked through here, there was a guy in like these, metal boots trying to walk. You see, up overhead, there's a couple of witches and wizards kind of floating around on brooms and like floating carpets and things like that. Some people just like hanging onto the legs of their giant bird familiars, just kind of getting around town however they darn well please. You see that the bazaar that you walked through is packing up. Like they're leaving. They looked to be mostly caravan-style bazaar where they're not from the city, but just come to sell their wares. And you see that the streets are marked 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Directly ahead, you see the town square. Very to the direct north. There's a little bit of an amphitheater-style set of stairs, and then it opens up to you see a massive brick building with 3 giant chimneys puffing out perfect rings of smoke out of the top, and that is clearly the Mirage Mécanique, the Artifice Conservatory, and then this haphazard tower that is just way too tall, and clearly hidden by illusion because you couldn't see it from outside of the city, being the Nimbus College. You find 3rd Street. Give me perception checks or investigation, your choice.
Okay.
23.
21.
Great. You can hear the like classic tinkering sound, just like hammer on metal. You can hear gears whirring. You can hear steam puffing. You hear bellows, like from coal or some sort of steam-powered bellow, and you catch the whiff of a forge. It feels very familiar, and then you spot on the very far end, right up against the wall of the city, there's a little anvil and hammer sign. Again, very organized, very neat. It says the Iron Horde.
Well, we would approach, or Jolly would,
Yeah, same.
and Jolly would kind of knock on some exterior post and be like, "Ho there, is there a smithy here?"
Yeah, that'd be me. Name's Heath.
Heath. Well, my name is Jolland Gray, and this is my associate.
Wolfgang, nice to meet you, Heath.
Yeah. What can I do for you, boys?
We are here to pick up a parcel for one. What was the man's name? He's an old wizard.
So, I'm not gonna lie, you just described
Yes.
half the town.
Crap. Forgot his name.
Fallow.
The hell, I was looking at my notes. I was like, where is this guy?
I think his name was like starts with a T.
Oh, you know what? Thallow was his name.
Oh, yes.
Do you know the old man?
Let me check my records.
Long day at the forge.
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm living my best life.
Good for you.
He's worse than Cyril.
Good for you.
Yeah, looks like, hold on. This was picked up.
This was already picked up.
Yeah.
Can you describe to us the countenance and the...
Do you have any identification on you?
Actually, I was told I was to come here to get that. I'm new to the city.
Do you have something that you need to register?
Yes, I have a set of armor.
Great.
That I
Okay.
need to register.
You see him he fiddles with some device, and this cone. It kind of looks like a cone of what's that paladin spell?
Cone of Truth?
Cone of Truth. That shines out, and it kind of reveals your magic armor already. And he says, "Okay, armorer, is that what you are?"
Yes, that is what I try to be, at least.
Okay. And any other weapons?
Just latent magical ability. And a flamethrower that is currently empty.
Oh, no kidding.
Yes, ran out of fuel.
You mind if I see that?
Sure.
That's Kusanagi made.
Yeah, that's what the guard at the front told me.
Do you know him?
Kusinagi? No. As I said, I'm new to the city. I'm new to Tirash, honestly.
Okay. Interesting. Can I have it?
Well, how much would you pay for it?
I'm going to go on a limb and say you have no idea what you have here.
True. However, you are interested, and I know that Kusinagi is at least one of the headmasters of one of the colleges here,
Yeah?
which must
Yeah,
be
yeah.
fairly prestigious. My guess is the what was it called? The Machinist's Mécanique? No, that's not it. Gosh,
The
what was-
Mirage.
The Mirage Mécanique. Yes, my memory is not so good in my advanced age. So I know that it does have value. And it does have value to me if I could fill it up.
Name your price.
Would you be willing to do 2,500 gold pieces?
Yes.
2,500.
Oh, this sucks.
Well, I think
Hand out.
I'm sorry, but I think it
You
might.
see bare paw of a hand.
Yeah.
Forearms thicker than your leg.
What's your name again?
Heath.
Heath. Is there a place around here to get a good drink?
Sure.
perhaps you and we go over there and talk a little bit more about this, and you can tell me more about the town. As I said, I'm new here and I have questions.
I'd take you up on that.
Very good. I might need to come back first. We need to find whoever took this.
Yeah, they were representatives from the Nimbus College on behalf of a one Thallow.
On behalf? Well, that is interesting.
They had his signature and everything.
Well, I wonder why he gave us a bag of gold to go get this thing.
So, is there... what happens if fraud,
Did you open the bag?
No, I didn't. So you asked that question, I'm like, yeah, it's a good question. I opened the bag.
You see nothing in there.
Did I feel something when I had it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, screw that. Okay. So can I insight on this thing or investigation or something?
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
What the heck is this? 19.
What are you looking for?
Where was the weight? Like, does it change when I open it, or is it just like the bag itself feels just like
Are you investigating this with your eyes or with your hands?
hands?
Do you put your hand in?
Yeah, sure.
You find gold.
Rick and I, it's a bag of holding, isn't it?
It's a bag of holding.
It's a bag of holding. You know what? It's okay that, we didn't get what he came for. In my mind, we are winners already.
You find that there's probably 3,000 gold pieces in there.
Oh, heavens.
Uh,
So I've at this point, I've got my down to my shoulder. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And he's like, Jolly, I feel very vulnerable right now and protective.
Wolfgang, may I see about 3 gold pieces?
Only 3? Be my guest. And I give it to him.
I will hand those to Heath and say, we really appreciate your willingness to talk with us and help us acclimate to this new city.
You see Heath looks up. Don't pay me.
You're not allowed to accept tips.
You can take tips, not bribes.
Well, consider this a job well done for helping us come to the city.
Leave it on the table.
Sure. Perhaps I could ask one more question. Wait, no, we're going to go get drinks, I guess.
Are you going right now?
Wolfgang, we don't have time, do we?
We don't know.
Okay. Could I have
You
10
know where
more
to find me.
10 more gold pieces?
I mean, sure, but,
Maybe
it's limited.
maybe 7.
Give it-
We'll even it out to 10. Here's for the drink that I would have bought you. Get something cold, hopefully, because it's kind of warm out. But one last question. If someone wanted to research something, are there libraries in this
Sure.
city that are
Yeah.
free to use for anyone?
Both of the colleges have a free section of their libraries.
And what about the not free section? Is there like a paywall?
Gotta be
or
a student.
student.
Oh, student.
How does one become a student? And what does that
Usually apply.
Sure, but what does that entail? Do they have to go to class every day for years and years?
Depends on the course load, but yeah.
Okay.
That sounds so boring.
I never went to school. Could be interesting.
Sure, I bet you would make lots of friends.
You know what? I've told myself that, but maybe it was just I was being too positive.
No, I bet you would.
Hey,
See?
Thank
Heath
you.
agrees.
Heath means a lot.
Last question. Where would I go to fill up this flamethrower with fuel?
Well, believe it or not, people don't just have flamethrower fuel
No
lying
kidding.
around. But there's alchemists
Sure.
that you could probably learn from.
Oh, cool. Perfect. Well, I hope you enjoy that drink, and maybe we'll see each other around. But I really appreciate the information and helping
where to find me.
point us in the right direction.
Okay, so we walk away, and I turn to Jolly. I'm like, Jolly, I think something is afoot.
Yes.
We were supposed to pick something up, and someone else did so, And now I'm kind of worried about, Salo and Lycidas. In my mind, maybe we let them know. Maybe they know that. Maybe they ought to know that someone has it out for them. I don't know. Or at least it's fraud, and I feel like we need to report it.
Cut 2.
Now, if those boys don't bring me my thing, I'll kill them where they stand.
Yes, totally understandable. Although they are nice boys, maybe hear them
I
out
gave
first.
them what I assume is enough to buy, like, a lollipop on the way back. No more.
Yes, well, they don't strike me as spenders, but I heard that they were in hell.
You're joking.
I'm not joking. Have you ever been to hell?
Once.
I assumed more, but once is enough.
No, it sucks.
I can assume. So tell me, Thallo, how have things been? Obviously, making more money is great. What's new in Thunderhold, the city of two?
Too much is new. There's more people, there's less intelligence.
Yes, and that's typical, unfortunately.
I feel like the older I get, the dumber everyone else is.
Well, that's probably true because we're learning and living forever.
An excellent observation. Everyone is worse than me. Us.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, it's... the mechs on the other side of the city, they build these loud contraptions all night long. Clang, clang, clang.
Really, they got rid of the noise ordinance?
No, the noise ordinance just isn't fulfilled.
That's really unfortunate.
I know, and I'm paying such egregious property taxes. You see how tall this thing is?
Yes, how many stories?
Legally, only 8.
Oh, you
I keep a couple in my back pocket.
So he pulls out like a miniature like tower, puts it away.
How fascinating. I'd love to go in that one time.
The two of you make it back into the house.
Hello? Anybody here?
Where is it?
Oh, so crazy thing.
I have my hands on my hips.
We
Yeah,
came.
so does Thallo. He's got his hands on his hips, like one hand.
So I mean, we came to see. He's told us that someone came.
Who?
He's
The blacksmith at the Iron Horde.
Sure.
okay. Great. Anyway, he said somebody came with your signature and picked it up already.
No.
From the Nimbus College.
Did you ask him when?
No. We were kind of...
Did you ask them what they looked like?
They said that they were from the Nimbus College and that we could come back and ask if we had any more questions. But we thought that maybe you knew.
They're young. They're young.
Yes, Salo, it seems to me that someone has it out for you.
You see him like pull out a scroll and just like crumple it onto itself, and you hear the top layers of the tower collapse onto itself, like he's like closing shop.
I need to leave.
Do you want your bag back?
I assume you already kept the change.
Honestly, we only spent $10 to get the blacksmith to spend 10 gold pieces to get the blacksmith
We
to
spent
tell us
10
more.
bucks.
You gave
on
them
this.
dollars?
And he was so confused.
He was
The
so
exchange
confused.
rate is abysmal.
I believe it. I haven't been there in ages.
Yes, a trifling amount. I don't even know what 10 means. Okay, come with me.
Pulls out a different tower out of his other pocket and extends it as it just drops lower below, and a staircase opens up down below.
I believe we have a short period of time.
Let's go.
Come along.
Okay.
We'll follow him.
Downstairs.
You see, he just walks on his tiptoes down.
Hold his robe up?
Yeah, just ding, ding, ding. little purple slippers as he shuffles down the marble stairs. And the marble changes from white to gray to black marble. Gold flecks throughout, some nice veining.
Wow, your man cave has really improved.
I must say it. I don't care much for the upstairs, but the downstairs I do enjoy.
I'm going to slap his butt.
Hey! Easy, old dog.
I appreciate your use of marble.
Yes, I like rocks.
It's his kid, and be careful.
I'm sorry for your loss.
He continues down, and it's a full bat cave down here. Like, I'm talking beakers and vials. There's scrolls and books everywhere. It's a complete disaster. There's these hanging candelabras with flickering purple flames that give off a white light, kind of an incandescent feel to the room. And you see the purple dagger on a stone pillar, the glass covering over it, and there is just papers everywhere.
What I'm about to tell you will qualify you for execution. Nearly immediately. In fact, a lot of it I am magically bound to not say. Do you want in?
What is this about?
The stone your friend has, idiot,
What stone?
and my dagger.
I unknowingly took a very dangerous object from the beach.
Fate, was it, like a purple...
It was a
rock?
giant purple rock.
Oh,
Why would
snap.
you do that?
It, there are many reasons I had, and just trust me, I'm old.
Speaking from experience, those things are combustible.
Yes.
Oh my.
Yes,
You have a bomb.
yes, this
I-
tower could be blown sky
But
high.
here's the thing, is my backpack is sort of a pocket dimension, so it should hold for the time
Wise.
being. Yes.
Right. Well, gentlemen,
I'm in. Dalo.
Yes, I am, I'm with you all the way.
We're in too deep at this point. We're, what, 4 stories down?
Who would be the executioner? I suppose we have enough time for laughter then?
This is why we're friends.
Oh my goodness.
Those were the best thumbnails.
that was good. That was good.
Thanks.
Woo.
So,
What do you know about the lethargy?
I guess we're in. I had one question about the executioners, but I guess that does not matter.
I suppose that is a good question. Well, first and foremost, the Eldritch Knights will cut you to ribbons, but only because they work for the colleges.
And you're saying that the colleges are aware of this lethargy and...
In or out?
I mean, I'm in. Yes.
Great. Yes.
Okay.
I have been part of a protectorate of sorts. A small assembly. There's 6 of us. I do not know the other 5. Great painstaking efforts have been made to keep identities hidden.
Something a little suspenseful.
There's like a... Oh, yeah.
Why does it do that?
No, I stopped because I was planning on switching and then I forgot to switch because
Oh, I see.
of certain laughs.
You just get caught in the middle of musics.
Now, I am trained in the ways of transmutation, making one thing another thing. As I'm sure you might have experienced, this lethargy has some of those components. What have you seen?
A lot. We have seen a lot. We actually... Yeah, we've seen people change. We've seen dogs change after they die.
After death?
Yes.
Interesting.
He like starts scribbling in a notebook.
Well, did we see anyone die or change after death?
You know what? Now that I think about it, I just assumed it was after death. Because people change after death. Like, that happens.
Normally, they die in transition.
Maybe that's...
That's what we saw with the Pen Fried Knight and
Yes.
Mr. Sheriff Don.
Yes, they started to change, and then they died. Huh.
I am...
You see him like physically trying to find a way around what he can and cannot say.
Crestor was intended to be an experiment of sorts. What happened?
Ooh. So it wasn't just the sheriff. It was a whole conspiracy.
Admittedly, my part is limited. I know of Crestor. I know of a sheriff. What was going on?
Well, he was extorting perhaps hundreds of thousands of gold pieces from 200 innocent civilians, and they could not leave.
Again, that money means nothing.
Sure. Then when we accosted him and tried to free these people, he transformed into a nightmarish being.
And before that, he would, when someone would land on his shores, he would put these silver, arm, bracelets on, and he would also take some blood as a means of... Initially, he said to, make sure that we kept the bargain, but later, I don't know if I told you this, Jolly, but there was a warehouse, and a goblin was...
Goblin?
Yes, there was a goblin there, and it was mixing up a potion, and I looked in some of the crates, and it had each of the, the deputy's blood in there, and a little purple rock.
Oh no.
And it seemed like they had done this with everybody.
Including you.
Including me, yes.
You?
I mean, to be fair, I also drank the potion.
No!
But beyond that, I'm sure that he must have put my, a purple rock in my blood because he did it with everyone. And why would he leave me out? I don't understand.
And then we sort of exploded that whole
So
warehouse.
yes, we exploded it to
okay,
pieces.
Okay. This is much, much worse.
So the exploding made the situation worse.
No, in that, the experiment, the intent was to discover what benefits, such as yourself, have from being corrupted by the lethargy.
Oh, I mean, I don't, it's easier for me to see, people, like, I sense things better, without having to see them. I don't quite understand.
Yes.
How it works. Almost like a blind sight of sorts.
Right.
Yes.
As if you were blind but could still see.
Yes, like there was an
Also
invisible
called
man.
normal sight.
Oh my goodness, so like normal. Yes, okay.
Son, I'm going to tell you straight.
Is it bad, Doctor?
It is bad
Okay.
that you have this ability.
Oh dear.
What we know of the lethargy is that it is a material, a component of sorts, One that can be shaped, molded, crafted at infinite cost, with infinite capability.
So you are saying that, these gifts, it has immense potential to give people strength or, gifts, but then it requires much more?
The trade is less clear. That is what I have been tasked with my cohorts to discover.
And is that what you're doing with this blade?
Yes. One of our group is an enchanter, which is different.
Oh,
And he built this blade. Now, I was supposed to acquire a sheath for the blade.
It's a blacksmith.
Yes.
Oh.
Are you in league with the college? Is that perhaps why they
Well,
decided?
unfortunately, I gained tenure a year ago,
Ah,
and about 11 months ago, I was asked to be part of this group. I was coerced. So, with the events of Crestor, and soon I imagine Echostead, it's only a matter of time before what's cooking in Gast also comes to light.
what would that be? Perhaps.
An unfortunate series of experimentation to mitigate the side effects. But it appears that the side effects have not been mitigated.
Also, Echostead. Something is happening in Echostead.
Yes.
What would be happening there? That's far from Crestor, as far as I remember.
No, Echostead's pretty close.
yeah, it's on the way. We
you passed
it.
Echostead.
Yeah.
So it goes Crestor and then north to Hurtenberg.
Yep.
And then
Hurt,
south
back
from
down
Crestor to
back
Echostead.
down to
Oh, I see, I see.
Echostead.
Okay.
And then west.
Well, I suppose I do not know much about Tirash.
So it's happening in Gast, it's happening in Echostead, these experiments, and at the head of it all are the colleges?
Well, head is a strong term. There's a lot of private what's the word I'm looking for?
Publicity,
No.
puberty.
Players?
Sure.
Okay.
There's other interested parties. That's what I wanted. For a variety of reasons. We got the religious saying that it is a gift of void. We have the arcane saying that this is simply the evolution. And then we have the zealot type who believe that this is our reckoning. And then we have, I don't know, parties who want to rid us all of it.
Have you heard of the Black Veil group?
No.
Neither have I.
So, yeah, anyway,
I know what the Black Veil Group is. I'll just tell you later, Thallow.
Do you really
okay,
know what
great.
they are?
Well, I saw you meet with that strange man in the alley, and he handed you a card and said he was part of the Black Veil Group. So
Actually, Wolfgang, do you have that card?
I
think I have
I
it.
think, yeah, Arthur just has it.
See, he handed that card to you.
ha ha ha.
Oh. So all of you are just part of the Black Veil group?
Sorry, I don't know how to invite.
I didn't know that I was accepted, but
Listen, I invite you to my stuff, but
hey, this is my invitation.
Card is blank.
Ah, well,
Never mind, give it back.
I liked you. But now you're rude.
I'm sorry. It's kind of like a little club, and I also don't understand what's going on, so I get a little antsy.
Listen, the long and short of it is this, okay? My organization has figured out ways of weaponizing this to a degree. There are pieces of armor, pieces of weapons, spell components, potions, which I'm sure you are now intimately familiar. Using this material. All of them have a negative side effect, but it's been mitigated to an extent. The downside is we're finding these stones in convenient places.
Convenient how?
Convenient as in Crestor was an experiment because we found that there was a stone there.
Was
Not
it
because we placed it there?
already with the sheriff guy? Or
Yes.
So he already had it. I'm assuming it's the same in Echostead?
Yes.
And like where, how? Was it just in the ground or does it fall from the sky or?
We do not know.
Okay, but my friend, what should we do? Like, because you're currently underground, literally, and we are trying. Like, is it safe to wander the streets above us?
Can we pause for a second? Sorry. So we talked about this being from the Feywild in-game somewhere. Who said that? Was it Gino?
It started there.
Okay. And we haven't told Thalo that. Okay.
But yes, I like. Is it a daydream to assume that we can somehow get into the, Nimbus College and find out, the truth? Is that a dizzying daydream that's too far above us?
The issue is I don't know if any one person knows exactly what is going on. We are simply taking advantage of an opportunity as it presents itself. Just like finding a weapon of any kind, our army is heavily reliant on the colleges providing innovation. We are the force of Tirash. I say we, a capital W. The issue is the interested parties involved know that this is bad, know that this is wrong, but we are compelled to drive us forward. And innovation demands progress, and vice versa.
And since this is a new avenue, you have to pursue it. Okay, but it's going to hurt this land, and it almost feels as if we must go all, guerrilla warfare and, screw up the plans. Otherwise, I don't see them stopping.
You could do that.
So, 2 questions. Who organized the group you're in, and who is coercing you?
The issue is, again, everything is heavily obscured. My communications are once a month. I meet in the town at midnight. There is a message device placed on the floor, and we stand about 200 feet apart wearing a mask. We communicate via this device, so we cannot tell who is whom. Pass our research findings. Improve our research.
Thalo, remember when I mentioned that I thought this was a face stone?
Yes.
One thing the fellow from the Black Veil group said is that he thought that it was from the Feywild.
Interesting. What does that mean?
He spoke as if it was some sort of disease or virus almost, like traveling from plane to plane. And that here is the next kind of invasion of sorts.
Yes. It does act as if it is alive, but it is not. That is what is infuriating about it. That there is some sort of sentience to this rock. And yet it can be melted like metal. It can be shaped It can be ground into a powder.
Oh, can it? You didn't snort it, did you?
I really wanted to.
I know. You 200 years ago definitely would have.
Listen, I did have an assistant. I don't remember if you remember him.
Oh, yes, I do.
He snorted.
He's gone. I assume.
Absolutely dead.
Oh,
What
His head
happened?
turned into a kraken,
How fascinating.
so I killed him.
Did you eat the flesh? I've heard kraken flesh is...
Absolutely not.
No?
No, it was gray. Who would eat gray flesh?
I guess it was your assistant.
He was a good enough person.
So how are they coercing you? I still don't understand. If you can kill krakens, whatever those are.
I am limited in my power as well, as I believe I have hit my, pains me to say, peak, as it were. Oh. I know. And I am capable, no question about it. However, the things that they can do with the magic we've discovered, using this lethargy as an arcane focus, I am now able to do frightening magic.
so you have also accessed the power in some way.
I have been around it for nearly a year.
Thalo, you're scaring me a little bit because you said that it comes with a cost.
Yes.
And what cost is that to you, my friend?
You see he opens his robe, and embedded in his chest is a perfect diamond cut purple rock thrumming in his chest.
Oh no.
I woke up with this. With an invitation that I could figure out how to use it as a weapon or become one.
Do you know who sent this invitation?
The man in the mask.
He was one of those men that you would meet with. Seems we know who has the answers to some extent, or at least more answers.
Perhaps you could find out who I'm working with.
Who do you know at the college?
A handful of professors. I normally stick to my teaching degree. I do know that one is an enchanter. There are a handful who practice different disciplines of artifice. And one, I have an inkling, a necromancer.
And how many professors are at Nimbus College in just in general?
$100.
Well, that doesn't narrow it down.
When is your next meeting?
End of the week.
End of the week.
About 3 days from now.
And is someone heading up the research in Echostead?
No, more observing.
Observing. Is it the same in Guest? So we won't find any of them there, but rather here.
It's possible.
And the person who was probably observing in Crestor, is there a chance that he or she followed us?
No, I won't say it for you, but I'll say it for your lesser educated folk. Us, with the talent of the arcane, have the ability of being places rather quickly.
observing from afar. Familiars, spells, arcane eyes, teleportation, the whole kit and caboodle. We are not limited to being here on Thunderhold to observe.
Okay. So I guess we have until the end of the week to find out how to approach this problem.
Was the observer in Crestor possibly a dog by the name of Brooks?
Ah, yes, Brooks. I should have known.
The issue is, I think you are joking, but
I am. Some gallows humor, I suppose.
it is not uncommon for the animals to be the eyes and ears. I'd be wary of the birds.
Did we see any birds, by the way?
Yeah, there's a handful. You heard them.
Yeah.
The way I see it, I'm a dead man. And almost literally a ticking time bomb. If I can't figure out how to fix this, I'm done. And I haven't figured out how to fix this. I do not trust the cohorts that I do not know. But I assume they all are in the same predicament as I. Else, who of any repute or moral standing would agree to such?
Thalo, my old friend, I am admittedly heartbroken that you are going through this.
Well, I appreciate your sentiment. But I'm not dead yet.
That is true.
Do me a favor. Find out who I'm working with, so we can figure out who I'm working for. I have research to attend to, things to understand.
What is the necromancer's name that you talked about?
His name is Malakar.
And he's a necromancer at the college, is what he's okay.
He's second, vice headmaster.
And you're pretty sure that he is part of this group?
He has an aura
Okay.
to him.
Yes. Okay. So then he's probably a great place to start.
Yes, if you have your wits about you, understand you cannot face him.
Are you worried that the sheath is gone? Like, I assume you needed that.
Yes, unfortunately, I have been exposed to this open stone for 3 months now. The sheath was not for the progress of our mission, but for my safety and sanity.
So how long have you had that stone inside your chest?
Since I woke up with the information 11 months ago.
So, have you tried contacting like a doctor or or a priest and asking for help removing it?
No.
Do you think it's possible? I'm asking because I am very worried about my eyes.
As you should.
It seems that things are still being heavily surveilled here.
If, again, these are only hunches or superstitions. But if I were to make an organization or a group of intelligent minds to research and figure this out, one would be intimately familiar with the divine.
So that's the ticket. Thank you for helping. Honestly, Jolly and I have been searching for answers on the lethargy for a while, and we had no leads. I mean, few leads, and this is perfect. I mean, it's not... It's disheartening, to be fair, but I also feel like the answers are there, and we can find them.
Listen, boys. Leatherus, my friend. I am a dead man. I know this. I am not so foolish as to think that even if I should crack the code, that I will be able to walk free. Do not sentence yourselves to the same fate as myself, if you don't have to. But if you feel duty-bound, compelled, that this could do some real good, but don't fight. Learn. Now, I would be a truly terrible host if I didn't offer gifts.
Ah, my favorite part.
Yes. Famously, I'm known for gift giving.
Ooh, love language.
What a nice thing to be famous for.
Yes. Well, Leatherus, my old friend. What do you want?
Well, you remember last time when I just reached inside that bag and pulled out whatever came and just...
Yeah, I can't seem to find that bag.
Ah, it sucks. What do you have?
Well, do you have your staff anymore?
I do not. In fact, I think I put it down next to a rock when I was walking through the Mirage Mesa.
Mistake.
I know.
Well, here, take this one.
What does it look like?
It is a jet black staff that forms into the shape of a scarab beetle on its head.
Thank you very much, Thallo. I will treasure it.
Yes. Right. This got me out of many a pinch.
What does it do?
Well, it's got a beetle on it.
Yeah, that's always worth something.
Yes.
Yes, sick beetle.
I think it's actually quite healthy. I'm like poking it.
It moves.
Ah, yes, quite healthy.
Yes.
Disgusting.
More than it should be.
Okay.
If you take it off, it gets real big.
Wow.
Yes. I will name him. Actually, I don't know. Maybe I'll think
Yeah,
on
take some time.
Okay.
Rock boy. So sorry.
Yes, sir.
Jolland,
Yes.
what do you want?
Oh, well, I was actually raised to never request.
Yes.
Uh,
Enough with the peasantries. You'll die.
Yes, we all will die.
Maybe him sooner than the others.
I'm feeling as much.
Perhaps something that might make it less likely that I die by being up in front, taking all the damage. That would be nice.
Like a riot shield?
Tell me, are you a gambler?
No. I mean, I have in the past, but generally my luck does not hold out.
Normally, Thallo's dead on. I think you might be a gambler.
I guess I should take up gambling.
I have a bad idea for you.
Sure. I am so on bad ideas, but let's hear it. I mean, you've already given us this bag of holding, which is so
What?
generous. The bag you gave us. Or do you want that back?
I don't care about bags.
Yes, very generous.
I have a shield.
Okay.
I must confess. It has been touched by the lethargy.
Well, of course, Jolly wouldn't want it, right?
I don't know. I think he should join the group. You drank a potion I carried around to this rock for a day or two, and I mean, what has he got to show?
What do I have to show?
Nothing yet.
Actually, on that note, quick question. The purple of the blade, the purple in Lethodis's house, does this color of purple seem familiar, Jolly, at all?
Could be.
You just one moment were saying that we should not use this material.
Yeah, we're right. Well, we have.
Wait, I have?
We have.
We have. Who's we? Me?
Does this man not listen to anything?
No, like me. Like, and
Remember the tiny ears that the Earth Genasi have?
Pour the sand out, man.
yes, what we are
So
saying.
about
We
this
created some armor, some shields,
Yes.
some weapons.
But you were just saying
Oh,
that
yeah, no, it's bad. But it's also good. Fire with fire kind of deal.
You know, it's like the Pact and the Boon.
Here's your pact. You
Okay.
want a boon?
what does the shield do?
Pretty nifty.
Listen, is this how you take all your gifts? Because when I get gifts,
Talk about looking a gift horse in the mouth.
I know. And he starts off with all these, I'm so, manners and all. Gosh.
Yes, I suppose I will accept the gift graciously. Thank you.
I hope you find yourself less distracted with this.
Okay. I suppose I'll figure out what that means when I identify
Did
it.
you spike it with Adderall?
He opens a chest with like 15 different locks on it, and then uses the knock spell. You hear and produces a shield. It looks to be iron in make, and it has in its center a pulsing purple crystal. It's small, rounded, and it is in your inventory.
So, tell me again, what are the drawbacks of working with this material?
To be determined. You.
Yes, thank you again for the gold and the bag and for the company and the knowledge that I might die at any moment.
Yes. Anytime.
It's invaluable.
Well, would you like a companion?
You know what? I could use a companion. It's,
You seem to be good at making friends.
Yes, I think we have a lot ahead of us. And, if you have another partner for us, I think we would welcome them.
Well, I'm not offering them anything in this realm.
Okay.
But what I do have is something I found not of this realm.
I'm listening.
Have you ever been alone? Lonely?
Yes, often.
Hopefully this is a little bit less that.
And he pulls out a wolf's pelt, fashioned into a cloak of sorts. It has like this iron clasp around it, and the hood is the head of this dire wolf.
Well, I guess it's a companion in a sense. Yeah,
Once. And I think you'll find out how he works.
okay. I would just thank you for the. It looks like a cloak, yeah. Thank you for the cloak, and I appreciate a reminder that life is fleeting and we could be skinned at any moment.
Yes. Yeah. That. Now, again, it's nice when you end a party with gifts. Understand? Again, I'm dying. It's bad. City's bad. Lethargy's bad. Please, if you could find out any information on who I'm working with, I would greatly appreciate it.
I will do my best.
Yes. If there's any hope for you, then I believe there's hope for me, and we can help each other.
I would look into Malakar.
Okay.
And I would check Holy Row to see if any of the divinely inclined might be suspicious. Thank you.
They always are. Those,
I honestly,
those freaks.
I hesitated in saying that because it's everyone. Well, thank you for the laugh, old boy.
Yes, and you too.
Godspeed.
Yes, I will go as fast as my legs will carry me.
Don't do that.
I will go slow.
Those
I'll go
legs
slow.
are
I'll go
always
slow. Yes.
And he nut punches you.
Oh, I can't believe I didn't see that one coming.
How low did he punch? Like
Super
never-
low.
Right in the old beanbag.
Yeah, more like a cantaloupe these days.
Well, on that note,
We're going to end this episode.
Wait.
Oh.
Before we do, just as we're walking up the stairs, I just wanted to kind of like point at him, just go like this. Just like my eyes to his eyes. And I'm actually going to cast message.
Ooh.
Just because I forgot to say something earlier that I want to say.
Oh.
So, Thalo, I am worried that this is not the key that I thought it was to, well, my ticket home, you could say.
No, old boy, I don't think it is. But it might be motivation.
Yes, I guess it is purpose, in a way.
Indeed. Perhaps we both have some wrongs to right.
Yes, I definitely do.
Godspeed. And remember, if you mess this up, I'll punch you in the nuts again.
Well, you'll probably blow up before then, you old...
We'll see.
You guys hit the streets of Thunderhold, given a task, a vague one at that, but the first lead you've had in a long time since your trip and escape from hell, to discover some more information about this lethargy that seems to be growing in power and presence. You got some new stuff. Pretty neat. But a lot more questions left to be answered. Let's see if we can answer them on the next episode of the Pact Boon. Thank you for joining us. Please give us a follow and share. That was me putting out vibes for you to share our stuff. Shout out to Monument Studios for the ambiance. You too. I mean, you can feel it, right? The music changes the way we play. Use it at home. guys. It's such a game changer. Shout out to Roll and Play Press. We're using some of their mechanics in our game. You can use the Dungeon Master Guide and the One Shot Wonders. I'm stealing a couple of their little tidbits from their One Shot Wonders and sprinkling them in. You can use our codes to get that as well. Be on the lookout for their upcoming Painting Phantasms drops. But you can use the ones from before with Jolly, with Wolfgang, with Alon, with the lethargy monsters, all of that jazz. We just got more cooking, and they're going to be nightmare fuel for you. Buy an Elgo. They're sick. Paint those minis, print those minis with it, and use the link to support the show. Gang, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you. Be well.